I'm live. Don't see anything. Ah, there we are. Change my volume. Your volume's good. Yep. Okay. Well, check this. Oh, wait. We can't. Looking at our deck. Just bunch. No. Nothing really. Just good curve. A lot of mana things. And the Great Henge is kind of like the key. Greatest power with creature control. Yep. Pretty sweet deal there. Well, better call my good buddy John, see if he's around, see if he wants to be here for the finale of this thing. It's time to finish the nonsense if you're up for it.
I played my nonsense all night.
Did you?
Yeah.
You kind of make something similar?
I made 5 color control with shrines.
Sweet.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Alright, well. I'm already streaming.
My first deck list was mono white.
Was it?
Tried that for a couple of games. It was interesting.
Yeah. So you have to pay twice to do it? A new time?
No.
No. It doesn't cost. I couldn't remember if it cost anything to do this.
It was 500 gems or 2,500 gold
Yeah.
for 3 alternative artworks. You get Grim Tutor, you get alternative it was green.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the green one was.
I got the second one. I don't remember what it was.
It was green, and then the last one is an awesome looking simulacrum.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to get that.
What have you been doing all day?
Work?
Is that hard?
Oh, it was a little chaotic. It's just part of my...
What's going on?
Just, there was a fight, but I'm already live on the internet, so I don't really want to talk about my work.
Oh, did you have to tackle somebody?
No, but we ended up having to call for backup.
Okay. So you talked him down off the ledge.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nobody even got a consequence. That was good.
What's a consequence? What's a consequence?
Simon Dixon. Anyway, like, I seriously don't want to talk about it on stream. I'll tell you about it later if you want. I'm ready to play this. Ooh, this is bad. I think I keep it, but I don't have any green.
Just need some mana dorks, dude.
Yeah, well, I got a mana dork, I just don't have any green. But I got Keeper of Silence. I can probably get that out. Just off natural draws. I got a Temple of Silence too, so.
Do you have a Solemn Simulacrum? Do you have anything?
What do you mean?
Can fetch you something that you need?
Are you watching?
No.
Oh. I just top decked a green source. Oh my gosh, my opponent's playing vampires.
We know how that goes.
Well, we know how it went. We don't know how it goes. Yeah, he is literally playing a vampire, and he just sent a message with his he just sent a message with his blood artist.
0-1 blood artist.
Yep, he sent a message.
What message was that? I'm gonna attack you for 0?
Mm-hmm. Icon of Ancestry. Oh my gosh, his vampires are getting bigger.
Yes.
I'm taking 5.
That's a lot to take.
Yeah, well. Oh. I can destroy all non-giant creatures.
Hey, you should do that.
I'll have to destroy a Caryatid, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. It is time to destroy all non-giant creatures. Blood Artist didn't even do its thing. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, it's just a little slow acting. I'm at 12.
You're 12?
Yeah. Black
Well,
Market.
hurry up and
What
get
the
a
heck
life
is?
linker out there.
I got one. I just drew one. What does this thing do? Whenever a creature dies, put a charge. Oh, nothing. I mean, it doesn't do nothing, but playing Mangara. Mangara, the diplomat. He looks like
Two forward life linker, and you hope your opponent plays 2 spells and attacks with 2 creatures.
He just destroyed it. I'm sad.
I was having
And he
fun
has
with
and he had a follow up, Drana.
Dude, I was
Jeez.
having so much fun with the Planeswalker deck. Oh, Super Friends is back, dude. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Flying in first strike.
splash. I do what you were doing in blue and white, but I splash black, and it's fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm not playing modern. I was playing standard with it, so it's really pretty cool. Kill the guy, death with planeswalkers.
Milled him.
You should really look at the it's black and blue, but I splash green for mana acceleration, but it's a really powerful deck. Pretty fun.
I think I'm just gonna sacrifice my Linvala to kill his Drana with my Cavalier of Night. Okay. Haunt of the High Tower? Oh no, he's Elspething me! Elspeth conquers death. Okay.
I don't know how they come up with that many vampire cards. Can't all be vampires. Not for a 100-card deck. What else do they play in? A bunch of removal?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you winning?
Well, I mean, he's getting card advantage with the Icon of Ancestry. Getting.
Well, I'll let you finish. I'm gonna go back to watch my show.
Okay.
Later.
See ya.
Every creature deserves life. I protect it. Diversity is our greatest strength.
Shoot!
Every day is a new mutation.
There is great power in the things we make.
defeated by it. Ah! That's okay. We will eventually win with our nonsense. Cajun Tech. I mean, we can't. Well, yes. We'll get- Oh, there we go. The bottom. Oh. Yeah, forgot. Well, that wasn't any fun. Okay. Some people have not as much fun as others, I guess. Well, that is a cool looking Solemn Simulator. Um, get a circuit event. And no. All right, let's do this. Walkbot. Okay. Sure. Temple. Absorb. Uh, can't cast it. I mean, I'm a blue mana off casting it, but really need to get different lands. Oh, hello. Okay. Put this for unsubstantiate abilities. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that. Oh, we're playing Gruul, man. Hmm. We're gonna play this. I mean, we know we got issues. For the Bajuka Bog. I already have one to play. I don't think it's gonna come down to that anyway. It's all about haste, huh? Alright. Well, so are you sending them all at my Planeswalker? Well. Hmm. Killed it. Go away, all y'all. Bone Crusher. Okay. Alright. Hmm. We'll send it away. He's a creature deck. He's trying to beat down creatures. Oh, doesn't even have a backup. Z. Unresolved? It? Ooh, library. Removal spell? I will. Yup. Onward we go. Yeah, it's pretty hard to take the. It's a pretty hard monster for red to take down. Things it's pretty sweet. Oh. Oh. Okay, I can keep this. All against six. See here. On white, huh? Okay. Green, white. 6 cards. Okay. Ooh. The sheep. We will be cycling most likely. Mm-hmm. Cycle. Phase 0. Confirm 0. Anna. Thank you. So next play will be Absorb. Hmm. Yeah, this is a little awkward because I'm gonna want to be drawing lands. Why don't I wait? Absorb one more time. Sure, we'll counter that. One less thing left. Oh my. Now I'm clearly gonna do this, and I'm gonna hit like land, 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 land.
Ways to defeat. Hone your prowess.
Okay, my shields are down. What in the world did he just put on it?
Slow technique.
When a chain creature dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay, well. Do that now. Keep you drawing one card a turn. Okay. Play your ram. Oh. Hello. Hello.
Okay, I got the recording.
I'm getting the hang of this.
What's that?
I got the
Got what recording?
the one I need to make the video. I had to remake it because of a friend. I just like how do you send it?
With email.
Uh.
We'll have to. Tomorrow morning, actually. Okay, because I don't work until later.
Okay.
We'll do it tomorrow morning. You'll have to remind me. Oh, and you need to go take a shower.
I did that too.
Because you stink.
But I put the medicine. Go on.
No, you still need to go in the shower.
Well, do I have to put my medicine on that?
Well, you're supposed to put it on twice a day anyway, so it'd be fine. Just put it on right before bed, honey.
Alright.
Okay. Love you. Goblins! Okay.
There are so many mysteries, and I have just the trick for this.
Probably gonna kill it, I would assume. Ranger's gonna kill me. That's bad. Yep, you're just gonna kill me. I need to top deck a land super.
I must train harder.
Good game. Matter, nice lose. hate the goblin deck. Assemble it all, playing against it, you just lose. Rough. Antennas. Antenna. I like antennas. I don't know. That. Ooh. It's a spicy meatball. Frescanta. Okay. Library. Hmm. Okay. We're cycling this. Psychic cast. Yeah. Hey, dude, what you got over there? Hmm. Absorb that. Yeah, absorb it. Absorb is fine. I take 4 here. Oh, okay. Oh. Um. It won't survive. Okay, Wilson. He can sacrifice. Use it once. Immediately. If Sacrifice. We'll go. We need to see how many cards we got here. 6. Yeah.
Keep up the pace. Let's make this quick.
Whew. Looking a little rough over there. Okay. Good enough. Yep, good enough. Sacrifice them if you want. Hurt me at all. Well, it hurts by 2 damage. Okay, now he's got the Witch's Oven plan going on. Oh, you can kill it. Oh, that sucks. I did not think that through.
We need to move quickly.
And the cat games begin.
Andrew, you need more control. Just let me burn. Don't worry, I brought company.
Oh. I'm at 3! So, tuck the witch's oven, then tuck the fairy. I lose. Only got card.
Hurry.
Kinda helping.
This isn't a fight.
Oh.
Hold that thought.
Hey, these little guys are great.
He got me. Dang it all. Yeah, it was a mistake to play the creature. I should have kept the creature off the field. The waste of resources and could have done other things. Oh well. Dang it. Pretty good about the way that was going for a long time. Yeah. Ruined out of this tournament. Ah! Alright, we're playing Chew Guevara. Okay. Ow! Mmm. It's fun, I guess. Drop goblin. One drop goblin. Oh my gosh! That's really scary. That is quite the little buddy there. I'm just dead. Cast something. Cast a spell. Thank you. Needed that. Ooh. Still in trouble. I guess I could have shattered this guy there. Oof. God. Okay. We're lost. Alright. Oh my.
Let's slow this down.
Tuck it.
You need to slow down.
No hasty goblet. Mountain. Oh, that's haste. Oh, worst. Okay.
Let me know if you
Well, we can get it with Elspeth Conquer's Death, so we're. Yep.
My house is unmatched by me. Keep an open mind.
Nope. Good game?
if you show remorse, I'll show respect.
Hmm. That Goblin deck did not seem to be optimal build. Okay. One more win, and then we're back to parity at least. Okay, everything comes into play tapped, which is a little rough. But I do have Temple off the top, so. Alright. We'll just be a turn behind on everything we do. Okay. Hello. How are you, Bucket? Ooh, that thing. It's a Scoos. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. How about 2+ on it? Balls. Take two. And because things are so wonky, why do I do this a lot? Okay, I'm just gonna pass. He clearly knows we have to settle the wreckage now. He's fine with it. Okay. Well, guess so am I. Hmm. Ian's play to parry. We're probably gonna just dump. Draw card. Oh my good. I'll play it. You follow the Thran is going to be a thing here.
I'm bold as a brushwood, so brace yourself. Beauty lies in variation.
No search for his content needed.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. No time for a break.
Okay. What's that do?
I will face this trial with courage. I will guard your advance.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
More expensive.
Time for Plan B. As soon as I think of one.
Okay. Draw a card first.
Hold that thought.
Okay. Draw and discard. One. Out of the sky. Okay. There's all that. Pull away.
Now is the time to strike.
Oh, it's double counters. That's kind of neat.
Beauty lies in variation.
You know what? I'm not done.
Past, present, and future are put thoughtfulness before action.
Oh, this is scary over here. Oh man.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
Oh.
I trust in your abilities.
Yeah. Re-attack. Okay. So weird.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
One, two, three, four, five. We can do it. Oh. First things first.
Meditate and prepare.
skip to the good part.
We blaze like the suns, filling every shadow.
We will adapt to any threat.
A sandstorm.
Hold that thought.
Woo! Things are getting kind of scary out there.
Our word grows our cause.
Decide what to do. It's funny. Sick.
Every day is a new mutation.
Oh, you're not even gonna attack? We'll unsubstantiate that one.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Move as one.
Any more land in that deck?
I love making new friends.
Hmm.
I'm not ready for you quite yet.
Our word grows our cause.
My time's getting short. You need to take a time out.
Oh.
Our word grows our cause.
No time for a break.
still really crazy.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
Zach just walked. You believe he needs to self-isolate for 4 days, correct? Been in the middle of Sturgis.
Where's he at?
He just came in our front door and I told him he needed to leave. I don't want to make him feel bad, but if he makes the choice to go be around a gazillion people, that's one thing. If my work knew I was within 6 feet of my child who went to Sturgis, I'd be on self-isolation for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh my.
Hurry.
have your debit card. I need to go to the store and get all Zach.
Yeah.
Can you grab it?
Dad, how long do you think you're gonna be on the computer?
I don't know.
Because I had it for 2 hours.
I'll finish this game and let you have it.
Well, Mom invited me to go to the store. So, I might do that. I was just wondering if when I come back, or like when I come back
Oh,
and finish
yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
Also, I need your card. Mom?
What's that?
Mom wants your card.
He's mad at you, Beth.
No, he just got on his bike.
Oh, good game. Woo! That was intense. Oh my. Oh. I let him get that emblem. I shouldn't have let him get that emblem. That was a mistake early in the game. Review the battlefield here because I don't know what am I gonna get. I already have Narset. I have already all three of them. That's the only planeswalkers I have. So. Oh, no, I can get the Dream Trawler. Yeah.
You forget about
Nope.
deal with it.
Yeah, I always do.
Well, it's
I give him a little time.
kind of
Hey,
a
just say
little
okay.
time. Give him a little bit more than a little.
That was intense. He looks a lot meaner than he actually is.
The one line in Star Wars that should make every Christian cringe. Let me first preface this by saying that I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't watch it because of this, but I am saying that you shouldn't get your theology from Star Wars.
You shouldn't get your theology from Star
Right
Wars.
before perhaps the most epic duel scene in all of Star Wars, the duel on Mustafar, Anakin and Obi-Wan have this exchange. Anakin says, "Don't make me kill you," and Obi-Wan responds with this classic line, "Anakin, my allegiance to the Republic, to democracy." And Anakin says, "If you're not with me, then you're my enemy." And then Obi-Wan says this problematic line, "Only a Sith deals in absolutes." Now, why should that line make you cringe? Because Jesus
said
deals in
it.
absolutes. In Matthew 12:30, Jesus says, "Anyone who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters." Jesus deals in absolutes, and Jesus is not a Sith.
Best part about that is that the statement that Obi-Wan is making, where he says only a Sith deals in absolutes, is in fact an absolute statement. That was strange. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Period. Isn't that an absolute statement? Question mark? Does that mean Obi-Wan is also a Sith? Call Mike Miller speaker.
Calling Mike Miller on speaker.
The reason I got back into it is because Historic is now ranked.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like old Modern, where you have a wide range of cards to choose from, which means that the deck variation is way higher.
Right.
And there are archetypes, there are powerful things to do, but it's more open, which is kind of, that's my jam, which that's your jam too, so.
Yeah, we always did like having a wide range and
Yeah.
picking the things that just didn't really get shown off a lot,
Yeah.
and then going to town on them.
I'm playing a very, very sweet blue-white control deck with 4 Bajuka Bogs. Yeah, I know that didn't make sense.
4 Bajuka Bogs and a... Oh, no, okay, I get it. Yeah, I've been playing so much Commander lately, I'm like, how did you put Bajuka Bog in the blue-white deck? But no, I get it.
You know what I'm using? The Bajuka Bog exiles a graveyard.
Right.
Well, a lot of times that's really good to do anyway, but with this deck, I get to 6 mana on the field, and I cast my 1 copy of Fall of the Thran. Do you know that card?
Not right offhand.
1 white and 5, it's a saga. And the first chapter of the saga is destroy all lands. And then the next two chapters are each player returns 2 lands from their graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh! Rude!
It is amazing.
So you play that, destroy all lands, and then drop a Bajuka Bog.
Yep. And exile their lands.
Like, oh, I guess you don't get your lands back, sorry.
So I'll sit here with like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and Teferi, Master of Time, and Narset, and a couple of Dream Trawlers, and a Shark Typhoon planned. And then kind of just control what's going on, shatter the sky, settle the wreckage, unsubstantiate, absorb, just kind of control what's going on the field until I get to that point, and I fall of the Thran. And sometimes you don't even need to have like the Bajuka Bog in your hand to do it. If Bajuka Bog is on the field, then the first instance where you bring lands back, you bring a land and a Bajuka Bog back, and and then they only get 2 lands instead of getting their 4. But it is sick.
Well, yeah, but when you're getting 2 back a turn, and they only get 2 back, and then they're waiting for drop.
Right.
Like, just the advantage on your side is so much more significant.
I've been playing and been at parity with a guy playing like some sort of a big mana deck, and there was one game that I played. The guy revolved Ulamog, exiled 2 of my lands. I absorbed it, untapped, played land, played a Planeswalker, and then he in that game he cast 2 of the 5-drop Nissas and Ulamog, and then Ugin, and I still won that game. It was insane. So, yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm playing Dream Trawler. That card is really, really good in this deck.
What does that do?
It costs 2 blue, 2 white, and 2. It's a 3/5 Sphinx, flying and lifelink. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Whenever it attacks, draw a card. And then you can discard a card, and Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn, and you have to tap it. So it can't be hit with targeted removal very easily at all. And it just between Teferi, Master of Time, and Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and its attack, it gets +3 on its attack, which makes it a 6/5 flyer that can't be killed. So they can like settle the wreckage, they can shatter the sky, but really beyond that, there's no way to get rid of it.
Huh.
So it's pretty powerful. Absorb is really, really awesome in this deck. It stops the aggressive creature decks.
Right.
Just by, you just counter something, doesn't matter what, against them, you just counter whatever. And then, if you're playing against another control player or a big like a big mana deck or a mid-range deck, then you just pick the right thing and counter it. And Unsubstantiate has been amazing too. There's a lot of people that are playing like with Core Spirit Dancer and then putting a bunch of enchantments on it and stuff like that. And then you just, why don't you just put it back in your hand and start over.
Yeah, because when they go for that 6 through 9 mana spell,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my entire turn to win the game, and you're like, yeah, why don't you hold off one?
Yep. And Unsubstantiate works really good with Settle the Wreckage because your opponent can't figure out which one you're on. And if you got them both, so then they attack with their team, then you Settle the Wreckage. And if they only attack with a couple things, you just Unsubstantiate.
Right.
And Teferi, Master of Time is really great. Have you played much with that card?
No, I honestly, so in Arena, I never had enough points to go into the Teferis. I usually would, because during that period where I was actually streaming, I was running that blue, green, red fairy generation deck, where I would run with Wilderness Reclamation, all of the fogs, all of the passive fairy generation spells.
Mm-hmm.
I called it F3, was fairies, fogs, and fun. and that was one of my highlights actually that had a ton of views was where my opponent just kept going and I fog it, kept going, I fog it, and at one point he's like, good game. And I was like, oh, is he about to play something that I can't fog through? And he's just like, he tried some combo, and I'm like, oh no, counter.
Yeah.
Stop that nonsense. And then just like I dropped everything I had and I just recovered to the point where he couldn't even. And so that game lasted about 20 minutes longer than it needed to, but it was one-sided as hell because I only had one green laying around, and in the current meta there was no actual fog, but I had one green, but I had very fields by you vote pause reflection, make the fog happen. And so and he's like, good game. And I'm like.
Yeah.
I would growl. I forget the title, but Vice was where +1 is look at the top 2 cards from deck and running graveyard. So like you draw a card, then you give it +1 for Ral, and like you take a fog from one of those cards, and then you go ahead and play anything that draws you a second card, and with Unexplained Alliance, you just make fairy tokens.
Yeah.
And then you pass. And it's all based off of drawing your second card per turn.
Yeah.
So I would run 4 copies of Chemister's Insight. Seems like a lot, but Chemister's Insight says 8 times the game I could draw 2 cards during your attack phase.
Oh well.
So I could I'll cast that during your turn, discarding Wilderness Reclamation that I don't need because I've already got 2 in play. Just all right, cool. So
they finally banned Wilderness Reclamation.
In Standard, I imagine
it's well in Standard and in Historic.
Oh really?
Yeah, they figured out that maybe having 16 mana off of 4 lands is probably a little much. In a turn.
If it didn't trigger off of its own, and if you couldn't tap in response to the triggers, I don't think it'd be nearly as big of a deal. But that was the same thing I did with that black, white, green deck, where I would run basically use early game. It was just as much card draw as I could get out of black and white in the early game. Dawn of Hope, so that whenever I gained life, I could pay and draw cards, and then I could eventually make dudes that had lifelink that could eventually draw me more cards. And so that's where we threw in Revenge of Ravens.
Yeah.
And so all these people playing the early aggro decks, they take me to 4 or 5, and then I would revitalize twice, draw 2 cards, draw more off of Dawn of Hope, and now I'm just sitting on a ton of life gain and a ton of fogs. With a copy of Ravens out, and so. In an aggro deck where everything you're attacking with is 1 or 2 power, you might as well not even attack.
Yeah, you can't win.
Yeah, there's no point to attack with anything less than 2, and even if they did, I would just chump block with my soldier tokens that I made from Dawn of Hope. And so with Wilderness Reclamation out 3 times, it's like, all right, so move to the end step, triggers on the stack, make a token, and then put 2 in the pool, allow 1 trigger to resolve, make 4 tokens. Put 2 in the pool, allow that to resolve, make 1 more token with floating mana, save the rest for fog.
Yeah.
And it was just frustrating as hell for people. But that's kind of what I do.
That's kind of what you do. You would really like. There's a special event right now on Arena, and John Wonderly and I did it last night, and it's a Super Singleton. It's historic, so it's any card on Arena, except for Nexus of Fate and Oko Thief of Crowns. Those two have been banned.
Right.
But it's a 100-card Singleton deck, no sideboard, so you can't like play Karn, so you can get cards out of your sideboard or whatever.
Right.
But it's just a 100-card Singleton. I've played against vampires 2 different times, which is really interesting. I didn't think there'd be enough vampires out there for them to make a Singleton vampire deck. They did.
Well, there were a lot of vampires in Ixalan, and core sets always have at least a few vampires here and there.
Yep.
Actually, there's a new vampire. Where's my stack at? I just bought a fat pack, just because I was at Target and they had one.
Yeah.
And but there's a new vampire that came out of M21 called Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose. So it's a 1/3.
Yes.
Whenever you can life, each opponent loses that much life.
Yep.
Oh my god! And Commander, holy shit, that's fun.
That always reminds me of a young man that we maybe know from YRTC. I don't know if you maybe didn't know a kid by that name.
No.
No. Huh? Anyway, so my deck that I made with Singleton is green, black, white, and I'm using the Great Henge and a whole bunch of mana dorks, and that just gets nuts. You just play them and play them and play them and play them. Can you keep drawing more and you're gaining life, and it's ridiculous.
Great Henge is damn annoying.
It is. It really is.
Holy shit.
I'm playing with a Grim Tutor just so I can go get the Great Henge.
Right?
It's...
Yeah, Micah has a habit of getting, when he plays his Hydra deck,
Yeah.
he has a habit of getting Great Henge and the Nyx Bloom Ancient.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, oh, let's go ahead and... I believe that's what it is. Like, he can generate mana based on his devotion.
Okay.
And then he multiplies it by 3. One game he actually played 2 Nisses, a Garuk, and another Planeswalker of some sort. And with doubling season out, popped all their... Literally played 3 Planeswalkers, ultimated all of them in 1 turn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Like, oh, never mind. I didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
So the commander I'm building right now is Tatiova, Benthic Druid.
I don't know that one.
She costs 3 and Simic. She's a 3/3 Merfolk Druid. That says whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card and you gain a life. And so the optimal build is to use everything that says you may play an extra land turn. This way you're just like, play a land, draw a land, play a land, draw a land, play a land, draw a land. And just build a massive life total. I run with some fogs. My favorite fog for this is Constant Mist, because it's 2 mana to fog, plus it has buyback and stack a land.
Okay,
So you stack a land with Crucible of Worlds out, so you can continue to play lands from your graveyard. So it's just basically permafog, like over and over and over again. And the beauty of it is that even if someone counterspells it, you're like, well, I bought it back, so the spell actually came to my hand. So you counter the fog, but it's still in my hand. I'll just stack another land and replay it. But my win condition is there's a lot. One way to do it is you draw so many cards that you deck yourself. So you use the Laboratory Maniac and the Jace. It says if you draw a card, no cards in play before you win. But
okay.
I don't have either of those. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna go with stuff I do have. So I'm going for the Aether Flux Reservoir win, where you just gain 120 life over the first, 9 turns and fogs your all the damage, so you have life as a resource. Then you just pay 50, knock a player out, pay 50, knock a player out. It's like, okay, now it's me and you, and we're both at 20 life, and I have fog. What are you gonna do? But the other way to like work that back is Eternity Vessel. Costs 6, an artifact that says landfall. Put counters on it equal to your life total, and then whenever landfall happens, when it comes into play, you gain counters equal to your life total, and then whenever you landfall, your life total becomes that total. So that's literally like I was at 64 life, play it, and then somebody hits me for 50, or I pay for Ether Flux Reservoir, and then I just like crack a fetch land, and then go back to 64 life, and then pay 50, knock someone out of the game, crack another fetch land, landfall, go back to 64, pay 50, win the game. It's kind of rude. And the thing is, like, normally you'd be like, oh, but that's a 2-card combo, how can you just, when you're drawing 4 to 6 cards a turn, and gaining life with all the passive life gain effects from all the different landfall life gains,
Yeah.
and the commander, and then for support, like, so I've got like 13 ramp spells. I've got all the fetch lands in there. I'm running 10 counter spells because there are times where you need to just not, get caught up in things. I run Murmuring Mystic and Tolerant Sky Summoner for passive. I'm gonna make tokens for doing things I want to do anyway. Arasta the Endless Web. She makes tokens when your opponents play things. And then Rampaging Baloth to make 4/4 tokens. So that kind of how the combat went, but it's like you make tokens to survive combat, you fog to survive combat, and then you just like Genesis Wave for 13 into all of your win conditions, and then you just landfall Aether Flux over and over and over again. It's kind of rude. Only when it works, though.
Say that to him.
It's kind of rude.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
Nathan, tell Mike what you said.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
So I walk in and I see that it's you, and the first thing I hear you say is fog.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
I love making new friends.
Oh, that's annoying.
So if we were to make a planeswalker for me, it would probably have to be. It would have to have green in it, and it'd be like. It would have to have some type of flat-out fog effect on it.
Yeah.
Like -4 prevents all combat damage until the beginning of your next turn, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It would be a terrible use of ability. Or if they, there are things that say that Fury has an ability where it says you can activate his abilities as if it was instant speed. So give him the same ability so you can activate these abilities at instant speed.
Yeah.
+1 prevents all combat damage. I don't. That's silly. That would be very silly planeswalker.
Hey, sometimes we need a little more silly in this world.
Yeah. So, Deprive is a fun counter spell when you're playing a landfall deck. Costs
Deprive?
2 blue, and you just return a land to your hands, so you can replay it and gain a life and draw another card. Okay. What time is it? I gotta go to work.
It's 9:30.
I've got plenty of time. Alright, so. Another fun combo is, so if you sense Dave's Divining Top and know there's a land on top of your library, you can tap Divining Top, draw the land, and put top back on top of it, play the land, draw the top, play the top, do it again and again and again. And then you're just like, oh look, my Aetherflux Reservoir. I've played my top 6 times and I've drawn 4 lands from it. So I've gained 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 life. Which, hey, that's a lot of life. I'm gonna shoot someone for 50.
Yeah. There's this new Planeswalker. It's 2 white and 1. Basari something or other.
Oh, Basri.
Basri,
Love
sure.
that guy, yeah.
There's a guy, he got the emblem, and then there's also this thing that says whenever you put a counter on something, you put 2 counters on. Right. Oh my gosh, and he had the emblem. And I did beat him, but it was rough. However, I'm losing the game I'm playing right now.
Oh no.
That's whatever. He just used my... He stole my Vivian with his Agent of Treachery. And then he... Okay. Not very fair what's going on there. Well, this center's tapped too. That's annoying. We'll stay white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does nothing.
Oh. Quick, Dan, where are all of my index cards?
What's that?
I said, where are my index?
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, I usually have a stack of them right over.
Oh my.
I leave their bodies wherever I go. Ready to join them? Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
I think I lose.
See what happens? You call me to tell me about your new fun deck.
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind losing. I've already won. Like I played against the. I played this out and I already won everything I needed to win. But so I'm just playing it for fun now. But I'm getting killed. I'm taking 12. I have no blockers for flying. Oh, he just drew a whole bunch of cards.
Hey, do you know the picture? What is his name? Bellic? Is it Paragon? Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a 6 cost 4 plus red 2/4 weird wizard that says whenever while he's in play with the top card of your library.
Yeah.
And then also you may play instants and sorceries from the top
Top of
card
your library. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell played from your library, you copy it and choose new targets.
Yeah, so built him for last commander game.
Oh, okay.
I played Anamatsu Augury, which is a spell from Commander. The Anamatsu Commander deck. Basically, what it says is exile the top 8 cards of your library, and then from them you may put a land into play. And then for each type of spell, you may play 1 spell from those 8 cards. So if you got a nice wide spread of enchantments, artifacts, and sorceries, under good conditions, you can pay 8 mana and get, you can fail out and get like 3 mana worth of stuff, or just the land drop at least 2. You know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come into play tap, so it's like it's actually better than that. So for 8 mana, you're getting a guaranteed land drop almost, and then anything else. Well, so I was playing Melek. I had Twinning Staff and Swarm Intelligence out, which means that Melek says play it from the top of my library, and then Twinning Staff says copy it, and then Swarm Intelligence says copy it. So I played it. I copied it 3 times. So I exiled the top 8 cards of my library 4 times. And then I proceeded to drop everything and just went out. That was pretty insane.
Holocronos Unchained is so cool.
Oh yeah?
Have you seen it before?
So
It's a black, a green, and 2. Oh, never mind. It just got murderously ridden on.
you got rode on.
It got murderously ridden on. That's okay. I played an Elder Gargaroth. But anyway, you can play from the graveyard, but you have to exile 6 other cards to do so.
Right.
But if you pay a black, a green, and 1, it'll fight a creature. And if damage would be dealt to it, it has +1/+1 counters on it. Prevent that damage, remove that many counters from it. So it comes in as a 6/6, and then you can fight stuff, and it still lives. So sometimes you can kill a couple of different things. And then if you can add counters to it, you can keep doing more. So legendaries cost 1 less to cast. I don't have any legendaries. Whew. Doom Whisperer is a good choice. The thing I love about this is the deck, it's just a bunch of nonsense, and that's what I actually named the deck, is nonsense. Just play a bunch of big stupid things and try to win. My opponent over there, he's like got this old plan where he's trying to win a certain way, and nah. I'm just playing nonsense.
So I think okay, what would you say is the best nonsense I ever came up with?
Best nonsense we've ever come up with?
There are 2 that come to mind. There's the nonsense that says we built the Hypergenesis deck.
That was pretty. Yep.
Before Hypergenesis was even recognized as a card.
Yep.
We're like one of every of the major, hardcore legendary creatures that just do things. The Desolation Angel, a bunch of other things that just show up and copy everything.
Yep.
God, that was fun. And what we were able to do it on turn, like we were like, play a ramp on turn 1, and then be like, what was that? Oh my God, I forget. It cost 3. It was 1 a red and a green, and it was
Cascade.
And it's just like, all right, cool. Well, no, because we did not have mana ramp because we didn't want to accidentally cascade into a dork.
Right. All we had was that. That was our cheapest thing. Was that 3-drop?
That was the cheapest thing. So it's basically like we guaranteed that we would mulligan until we had at least lands and that in our hand.
Yeah.
Well, and then like you said, draw cards, play, and draw card, play, and everything else in the deck was just a bomb.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
I would say that was some pretty great nonsense, but I'd say that Warp World was definitely the best nonsense ever.
Wasn't Warp World amazing?
Yep. That was just.
Hey, everything I own creates a permanent or fetches a land.
Yep.
All right, so, well, yeah, I'm almost dead, but we're gonna Warp World 4 times in a row.
Yep.
God, that was great. The other one though, I wasn't even thinking of that. That was fun. The other one I remember was when we built that mono blue artifact deck where we had Brain Freeze Storm on turn 2.
Yeah.
It was like 7 islands. The was it Ruined Temple or whatever? That it makes 2, but it deals damage to you. We're like, we don't care. We're gonna win this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and then like 4 Mox Diamonds, and then Lotus Petal and some other thing. Helm of not telepathy. What's the helm? The 2-cost helm.
Helm Awakening.
Helm of Awakening to reduce all costs.
Yep.
And then the Vidalcan Archmage says whenever you play an artifact, you draw a card. So it's basically you play an artifact, draw an artifact, play an artifact, draw a artifact. And they all cost 1 or 0, so you're just like, wop, 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 wop. And then they all come into play, and they all make freaking all the 2-cost artifacts that they pay for themselves. It's like, you play it, and then you tap it to play the next one. Then you tap that to play the next one. And then 0, 0, 0, and you play them all. And be like, all right, cool. How many spells was that? 27? All right, cool. Let's storm.
Yep.
In the mill for 74 cards for however many it is.
Yep. It was.
Oh my god.
It was so fun, and the best part about it was this was in a time before Emrakul. So, I mean, the Emrakul shuffle thing would always mess me up. I remember when was it Gaia's Blessing? Gaia's Blessing was like the first card that came in that said when it goes from the library to the graveyard, shuffle everything in. And I had that in a deck against a guy that tried to mill me out, and he was so. It wasn't you. I think it was. I think it was Fave. That I was playing against. This would have been at Donna's Book Nook back in the day.
Oh, right.
And he, like, got this whole thing going and stormed and brain freezed me, and I'm like, okay. So this happens. My library's all in the graveyard. Trigger on the stack, shuffle it in. Again. And it happens just every single time.
Over and over and over.
He was so mad. Because who plays that dumb card? I just thought it was neat. You could put stuff back into your deck, you know? But...
Well, no, I mean, that was like the first thing that I thought of. Straight up, it says, oh, this... Because the reason I identified that is because, what's my nickname again?
Your nickname is Millstone Mike, but I don't know, maybe...
My nickname is
maybe now it's...
Mike.
It might be Fog Mike now.
Well, it probably is Fog Mike, because they did kind of make... Actually, they turned Mill. It's almost harder to win by Mill than it's ever been, because like, it was always hard to fabricate enough Mill.
What I absolutely love is that Magic has finally come to terms with the fact that everybody calls it Mill.
Right.
And now all the cards have been errata to say Mill. Mill 4, Mill 2. I think that's great. So now Millstone says Mill 2 cards.
Mill 2. Yep.
Oh, I like me some Millstone back in the day too. So.
Well, that was my best combo deck back in the day, like before I really started playing competitively, where I would use Mirari, so I could like play my Time Warps, copy them.
Yep.
Right, so it'd be like, all right, so we're just gonna count early game, Bird's Paradise, counterspell this, counterspell that, draw a card here and there, drop a Millstone, mill for 2 whenever I had the chance. You know, but then eventually be like, all right, cool, we're gonna drop Mirari, right? And then next fog out of damage or counterspell a giant fireball or whatever. And then get to the next one and be like, cool, so Time Warp, copy it.
Yep.
And all right, hey, so now during my second free turn, I'm just gonna go ahead and mill you with each of my millstones. and then pass, and then you're like, attack, and I'm like, fog. Even then I was hey, that was my first major combo deck where I just like, worked it down.
With actual fog.
It combined both fogs and mill.
Yep.
So apparently that's I'm just that kind of guy, I guess.
Yeah. Did you ever play against my sheep deck?
Yes.
With Ovinomancer?
Yeah. Where your entire purpose was to clone a sheep?
Yes. That was my original nonsense. I guess I'm that type of person. Well, I don't know. My original nonsense was playing with Death Grip and Magical Hack in a group game. That was rude. You remember that card?
Death Grip. Wait, Death Grip was. Oh, right, Death Grip. It's a black enchantment. Black enchantment that says you can. Is it black enchantment or green enchantment?
There's a green one and a black one. Life Force is the green one.
Life Force is the green one. Death Grip, yeah. So basically, it said so you would magical hack the spell into a blue spell or a green spell.
Yep.
And then so you hack it into a green spell, and then you just counter the spell because now it's green.
Well, no. What I would do is I would change the wording on the Death Grip. So if I was playing against somebody who was playing a white deck, I would change the wording on Death Grip to say counter target black spell or white spell, and then I could just counter white spells all day long.
Right.
Yep. It was pretty rude.
And back then, most people played monocolor.
Yes.
Because I remember like people talking about why are these lands why are there these lands that make both red and white? Like who wants to do that? And I'm like, I do. I want to play two colors. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. I know Gene Rip was so irritated by that deck. It was the first time we ever played together, and Gene was just like, I am killing you now. You ever hear from Gene anymore?
I never do. I see his wife every once in a while.
He's super, super recluse.
Well, I think he has some kind of like a degenerative cellular disease of some sort.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was in a lot of pain a lot of the time.
Well, I knew he was in pain a lot.
And so he probably just doesn't even want to come outside.
Yeah.
I see his wife every once in a while, but she's pretty much like, he and I weren't so close that she knows me enough to really talk to me. She's just kind of like, oh, hi, and walk away from each other.
Yeah. Well, Gene and I kind of hung around for quite a while there when, I don't know, several years ago, because he was pretty competitive, and I was enjoying being competitive and getting better at it and stuff. Going to big tournament stuff, we'd go together. But
yeah, I remember when because I played and I was never competitive in the very early sense. It was always just like I played to be silly.
Yes, me too.
And I just kind of like I kept my cards, but I got out of it, and it wasn't until Ravnica that I came back and I said, well, if I'm gonna put money into this, I'm gonna play to win.
Yeah.
And that's where I started like really going to town on that. And step one, Ravnica, it was like, okay, well, we've got blue black Premier. That's fun. We've got control, we've got removal, we've got counters, and I can mill you. And like you said, that was like back then you could actually mill an opponent.
Yep.
Without bringing about their entire deck shuffling back in. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I played some of that and threw in some white just for safekeeping. And then got kind of crazy and built Grixis. Just basically everything was Dimir. I was playing it blue black with a flash or whatever I felt that week. And then got super big into playing, at the time it was called Extended. You remember Extended? I think it was like...
Yep, Extended was before Modern.
Yeah, Standard was like the